Oh, I like to put it right in my pet's mouth.
Oh, well, you can feed me the second half.
Yeah, I'll feed you the second half. We call these wombat poos. They're not really wombat poos, but we really love the poor old koala with chlamydia. These they're made out of raw cocoa and coconut.
Oh, delightful.
Yeah,
Hello, C. Kevin.
Good.
Hello, Joan. Hello, Keith. Rachel. Good to see you, Julie. Good to see you, Brad. What's happening?
Jen says you're always gone for about 30 seconds before you see us. So, whatever we're doing in those 30 seconds, we better mind our P's and our Q's, because if we think we're not being seen and do something naughty, they are seeing us.
As soon as I say we're live, then I assume that we are live. Someone's asking what my favorite thing is in here. I have to think about that for a while. But I'd have to think about that for a while. There's a lot of things. I'd be pretty slow to get rid of the "Be Nice or Leave" sign right up there, and my old friend neighbor Ken's Boston Red Sox hat is a treasure. Ken Ober, rest in peace. God,
we loved Ken Ober. He was our neighbour. He was so great. He moved away, which is really a bummer because it really took the neighbourhood down a notch. I mean, we've got some other great pals on the street, but Ken Ober was good value, wasn't he?
He was very good value.
Yeah.
Very good value.
Yeah.
Gosh, I miss him.
Top good.
I miss him. And I've said before, the last time I saw neighbor Ken, obviously I didn't know it was going to be the last time I saw him, but when I thought back after he passed, we laughed so hard, he and I, that we started crying. So that's
what were you laughing about, I wonder?
Well,
Do you
can't remember. Just some ridiculous,
random,
absurd,
silly
it was probably
thing.
Something that was stupid, like a fart during sex or something like that. That's always funny.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't even know if you've ever done a fart during sex, because if you have, you haven't told me.
Well, in my lifetime, I may have, but I don't really remember that.
Yeah.
That's not a thing that stands out.
Not for me either.
Past.
So, yeah.
Well, okay, well. We're off to a good Tuesday.
We are. That's what a great track record we each have of not doing that.
Yes, quite right.
There are times when you really don't want to do a fart, and that would be one of them.
I found out that I'm not going to be on. I'm finished with my corporate gig that I've done. That finishes on Thursday. I thought they were going to need me for more than a little bit, and so I had been saving all the treasures, but now I'm sharing with you this little treasure that was part of their final spa day.
Because you can do it at home to yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's for. It's you give yourself a little head scratchy massage. I think you're gonna love it. Let me put it
I
on.
think I might like to do my own,
and then you do your own.
Oh, that's quite nice. Well, it is.
I thought you might like it because it's magic fingery.
Yes, I love magic fingers. I like to be, you know what magic fingers are, guys. You know this stuff. Magic fingers. Jake's not much of a magic fingers guy, but if he wanted to just give me magic fingers on my arm or my leg while we were watching TV, I'd be so happy. And that's not so good. Don't do the swirling. Don't do the swirly.
Don't do the swirly. No, it's better to go up and down and move it from spot to spot to get it where you like it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, get it where you want it.
Yeah, I sort of want it down the back, but I don't know if... Oh, yeah, there we go.
Well,
down the back.
we don't have to do a deep dive into that thing, but...
well, I'm going to wear it for the rest of the show because I think it suits me.
Well, terrific. Would you like to feed me the second half of my treat? Off of the
God.
children's Bible?
Well, yes, of course. I thought you'd never ask. Oopsie, I lost my headdress.
Whoopsie.
Where'd it go?
That made a funny sound.
Yeah, it did. It's sort of...
Todd's here.
Hello, Todd. How's
I'm
it going?
glad you're here, Todd, because I've been to the P.O. box.
Oh.
And I was going to save this for when you were here, but I see that you are here. Good God.
You got so many packages you don't know what to do with them?
Yeah, I've got a lot of packages. Here, this is from Mr. Todd Clark.
Yes, Mr. Todd Clark.
Boise, Idaho.
My
on a P.O. box basis.
ex-stepmother used to call me Mrs. Jake Johansson. She now calls me Mrs. Belinda Johansson, but I was like, Mrs. Jake Johansson is so old-fashioned. I'm not part of this chattels. And then
Chattalia.
Yeah,
Good God.
Yeah, don't put that on me.
Right to you.
Stick
No,
that
I
on
knew
you.
that you wouldn't like that.
Yeah. I didn't change my name when we got married. As you might have, well, anyone who's...
Well, as you promised that you might.
I
Todd,
thought- yeah.
Jesus,
Well,
man.
you do. It is
Could you hand me the...
Yes, let me hand you the scissors.
Scissors.
Scalpel.
tool?
Yeah, scalpel. There you go.
Yes, thank you.
Let me get my...
Appears to be
Okay.
an item of clothing, Todd. This
Whoa.
is very exciting.
What could it be?
Hi guys, birthday shirt for Belinda, and
Oh.
the book is for both of you. The latest collection from his comic strip.
Oh, how cool.
Sorry, Jake, you kind of got screwed here on the gifts. I guess I did. Well, I can only hope that the T-shirt's too big or not to her liking.
Oh, what's it got on it? Bombs?
It's a yes. It looks like it's
It's F-bombs.
it's dropping some F-bombs. Oh,
Oh my God.
that,
I love it. I love it. You know, I've worn this Twiggy t-shirt way too many times on the show. Excuse me, everybody. I'm just
you
getting
gonna
it
put it
changed.
on now?
Are you kidding?
Oh, I'd be surprised if you're not in it tomorrow.
Oh, I love it.
Wow, Todd, that's a home run. I'm not ashamed to tell you, although I'm slightly ashamed to tell you that I've never given her a gift that she enjoyed that much since her engagement ring.
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah. It looks great.
Well,
it
because
looks
I'm
great.
known on the
It's a
show
good
for
fit.
dropping
Get your
F-bombs.
head scratcher
And
on.
I've got my head scratcher. I've got my F-bomb t-shirt. Jen,
Yeah.
look at it. Let's see. Are there five? Are there five? Have I got to drop 5 F-bombs on the show today? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to whip my hair up into a thing, and then put the thing on it to hold it in place. So I've got to really. Okay.
Well, great.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it? Okay. And then comment. This
And then
is so cool.
and this is Todd's book, Encores, as you can see, by Todd Clark. It's a Lola collection, Laugh Out Loud collection by Todd Clark. So this is the front, as you can see, and on the back it said dogs, because people suck. And that's present company excluded.
Yeah,
But,
you guys are great, and
can't
I know
wait.
that you often say that we. Oh, sorry, you were giving Todd a speech about your gift, and I just
well,
started giving
this
my
is for
speech.
all of us. I didn't get a gift that's just for me. But well, then again, aside from you,
Yeah,
you're just for me.
gift for life. I got you that T-shirt, the psychedelic
Yes, you did.
furs. I
Yes,
got
you
you
did.
that. I went and saw them at the Terragram Ballroom.
I was out of town.
Psychedelic furs.
I was out of
I
town
love them.
working.
Yeah, I took you to see Yola Tango there.
Yeah.
That was Yola Tango was so. I mean, Yola Tango just get more out of it, as they get older. And the show was so kooky that there was a thing that one of the guys was doing where he would get up and go over and play a gong just one time, and the audience actually laughed every time he did it because it just was.
Well, and it was as if it. When you were listening to it, you kind of had the feel that they were making it up as they went along. But when he walked over to hit the gong, it was like, no, I've got to time this just so, get it just right. And so that's what was kind of funny, because it seemed very improvisational, but it was all
Incredibly
choreographed.
deliberate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also took you to see Tom Verlaine there, television. We saw television.
Yes.
Remember, you, me, and Hillary. And it was, I love Tom Verlaine. And then we had all these, 20-year-olds who, you guys weren't even born when I was listening to Tom Verlaine the first time.
They could have been 38-year-olds.
They was very young. And then they were on either side of us, and they insisted on singing really loud every single lyric. And it was like, okay.
They did know all the songs.
Yeah, well, I know all the songs, and I'm the one who's allowed to be singing them, not those little fuckers. I just dropped an F-bomb. It was just slightly annoying because it's like, if I sing quietly so that you can still hear Tom Verlaine.
You're a very considerate concert singer, aren't you? I mean, I've noticed that about you. You just sort of whisper along
quietly.
to yourself,
Yeah.
except when we went
I
to
don't.
see, oh my God, when we went to see, what's their names? Who did we go see? The UB4, was it UB40? No, it was
No,
somebody
we
else.
didn't see UB40.
And we were sitting right in front of Michael McKean and
No, we were
Jamie
sitting
Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis and her husband Christopher Guest.
Christopher Guest. Sorry.
And it was UK Squeeze and you guys called it the English Beat. I just called them the
went
Beat.
out of your mind.
Yeah, and I did turn around though, and I said, "Hey, do you mind if I dance? Because I love these bands." And they were sort of like, "Well, what could they say?" And then it must have been pretty
What
obnoxious.
could they say? But
Big-
go
they-
for it.
Yeah, and then there I was, and they could have stood up, but anyway. But
Well, I'm worried that we're not
okay.
going to be able to. I think
Oh, Bible story.
We've got other gifts that I'm going to save for tomorrow. Julie, I've been to the P.O. Box. Thank you so much. But that's for tomorrow. Right now, I've got Saul's Journey to Damascus. I know.
It looks terrible. There's the lady on the picture going, eh! I tried to find funny ones. I found the one about the rich guy.
This is the one that you were on, but we'll do
there's a rich guy one at the end.
This was the one.
Short.
See where he's.
Oh, Saul in the basket. Oh, he's like a bait. Yeah, show them the basket. It's an old. This is what they used to use
Well, that's
for lifts.
for later in the story.
Yeah, lifts. They used to put you in a basket and they'd haul you up with ropes up the side of the building. What could possibly go wrong? Ding dong, nothing.
So Saul's on his way to Damascus. He really does not like the Christians. He doesn't like them.
No, who does?
He's on his way to Damascus to see if he can get permission to arrest all of the Christians, and he's gonna put some whoop ass on all of the Christians that he meets on his way to Damascus. But as he approaches Damascus, it's 150 miles from Jerusalem to Damascus, so it would have taken him a few days on foot or donkey. And as he's approaching Damascus, Saul is suddenly surrounded by a blinding white light.
Oh.
And as we know, this is often
you know who
God presents himself.
Yeah.
He lets him get almost all the way to Damascus. Blinding white light.
Yeah.
And
that's why Saul's going like that. I thought it was a lady, who was begging for her life or something. Silly me.
And then a voice speaks in Saul's ears and says, "Why do you persecute me?" And Saul is like, "Who are you?"
Like Saul, he doesn't know. Haven't heard about the white light guy before?
He's so down on Christians. He doesn't have his own God. You'd think he's anyway, but he says, "Who are you?" And he says, "The light says I'm Jesus. I'm God. I'm the guy you've been persecuting. What I need you to cut that out." And then he blinds him.
Oh God! This must be First Testament. This is vindictive, nasty God.
No,
this is unforgiving.
No, Jesus is around. There's Christians. Christ's Christians. Come on.
Oh. Well, you know me okay.
And so,
is he going to feed him a bit of wombat poo? That guy.
Well, that's when he gets to. So then his buddies, they're just outside of Damascus, and God says, "Look, you're blind now. I need you to go to this address in Damascus on Straight Street." And then there's a disciple in Damascus of Jesus called Ananias, not anonymous, Ananias. And
I'm not going to look and make sure that Jake is doing the right pronunciation, guys. I'm just going to assume that he is. I'm going to give him the benefit of the pronouncing doubt. So the pronunciation doubt.
So he appears to Ananias not as just a light. He appears as a vision, which may be a light. The Children's Bible is not very clear on this, and he says, "I need you to go to Judas's house in Straight Street and ask for Saul of Tarsus." That's where Saul's from, I guess. I feel like you could just go to Judas's house and say, "Is Saul here?" Which Saul? Is Saul from Tarsus? Come on, just let me in. God sent me. How about that?
Okay, so
Ananias doesn't say, "Hey, why don't you just tell him I'm coming and tell him why don't you tell him my name?" But you don't do that with God. And so Ananias,
but God already knows your name.
Ananias gets there, and God tells Ananias, you touch Saul, and then he'll be able to see again. So Ananias cures his vision, and then.
I hope these guys are following, because these Bible stories, I feel like we need to paraphrase them because they're quite complicated.
Do you find this complicated? Well, you're rubbing your head and you're high on wombat poo. That's probably so.
No, so I've got some F-bombs building up.
So for the next few days, he returns to Damascus to preach in the synagogue in Damascus about the Christians, and they can't believe it. They can't believe it. Is it
Saul
possible?
Is converted.
Yeah. Is it possible that this is the same man who so fiercely persecuted Jesus? This would be like if
he's seen the light.
This would be like if the Westboro Baptist Church guy came around and started wearing rainbow flags around.
Okay.
Some people saw him as enemy and planned to kill Saul. Saul heard of their plan, and with the help of some disciples, he escaped at night in the basket over the city walls. That's to get out of Damascus. So that's him going down over the city wall
escaping
to get out of Damascus and go back to Jerusalem.
And he can see now, right? So he
can see now. Okay. And he's got his buddies with him. And then
You know, God doesn't always let you see. After you've been naughty and he's blinded you, he doesn't always give you back
Lot's
your sight.
wife, pillar of salt. That's it. Game over.
Yeah, she never
Get a
came
new
back.
wife.
She was just salty from
so-
there on out.
so-
Super salty, in fact. Not just
So
a little
Saul,
bit.
because to
Saul,
avoid
back to Saul.
to avoid confusion with people who knew him as Saul, the guy who hates Christians, he changed his name to Paul, and so Saul
Easy.
became Paul.
Okay, great.
And I'm pretty sure that that's St. Paul's when you go to
Yeah.
St. Paul's Cathedral
So is he-
in
London.
London.
Is he?
Yes, correct, Jerry. In
Yeah.
London,
Yeah.
England.
So did he become a disciple? Or was...
Yes, I believe that. I believe that is the
okay.
case.
Well, I think the thing is, it's really great if you have a guy who was a non-believer and then they become a believer, and then that's your next disciple. I think that works out well. So there we go.
Okay.
Reading a child's Bible, speaking of Wombat Pooey wearing an F-bomb shirt and a massager in her hair. Well, I have to say,
see, Kevin
it
is
makes,
loving that thing in your head.
it's making the Bible story more tolerant. You know,
It's not really giving the. It's pretty great, but the
You can't-
the child's tutu is my favorite of all of your.
Oh, my
headgear.
headdresses? Oh, well, okay. You just hold those words, hold that thought, because tomorrow I might trump the kid's tutu on my head.
See, Kevin is saying Belinda has to be the only person in history reading a child's Bible speaking of Wombat Pooh wearing an F-bomb shirt and massager in her hair. And I think, yes, it's one of a kind. It's a one of a kind. Sherry, you want me to do the children's message for your church? Well, please email me.
Yeah, we would love that gig. Yes, please get us that gig. We would love it.
I'll do the first one for free. You can see how you like it.
Yeah, you might be the only person in the congregation who likes it. The kids might like it though. The kids might like it. I mean, I'll wear my F-bomb T-shirt. I'll wear a massage.
We might have to make a slight concession.
Oh, I just feel
but
like
anyway,
you guys
we'll
really
see.
need to see the whole. I just had to give you another.
Oh, Mark.
Look, because
Mark is saying Kamala.
I know Kamala. She got it today. You know, they were all on about between her and Karen Bass. It would be great for California because we haven't had anyone since the Republicans who were on the ticket. Nixon, Reagan. Who was the other guy? Who was the other Californian who was who was a president? I mean, we just don't get all the way very often. And now we're there with Kamala. I'm slightly surprised after she
Well, we're not all the way
reamed him on television for his racist past. But anyway, yes, Kamala. The kids would love it.
Yeah, she says the kids would love it.
Yeah.
Well, it's possible we could arrange that if you want to email me, if you're
Jen,
serious
are
about
you
that.
saying that Kamala is a lowlife? You know her. I mean, apparently people don't like her.
I'm not crazy about her
She doesn't. She's going to have to go to charisma school right away. She's going to have to start now. She's going to be in school right now, 24/7, until
look,
those debates and the
we don't
election.
really have a choice. We're going to be voting, I think, I just can't vote for.
I really like Karen Bass. I like Tammy Duckworth.
You don't get another choice.
I know, it's over. It's over. It's Biden and
Grandpa
Kamala.
chose, and now you got to just
And now
deal
we've
with
got to, I mean, I love the guy the other day, the Republican guy. They're shooting these Republicans who are doing these.
shooting them.
Not, as I call it shooting when you're filming them. Sorry, guys. I know in America where everyone, where you do shoot each other. So they're making videos, testimonials of Republicans who voted for Trump who aren't going to vote next time. And there was this guy the other day, and he's got a Marlboro, like so close it could have burned his head if it was slightly longer. And he's looking into the camera and he said that he would vote for a can of tomato sauce, or tomato soup. I think it's tomato soup rather than Donald Trump again.
Jen said, actually, she's my brother's friend. And Jen met her, and the things she said in private completely horrified. Oh, well.
Yes. Well, yeah, she's going to have to, charisma school and brush up on her off the cuff and, private stuff.
Damien Fritz says, you're talking about a blind guy with what looks like a white blind man's cane sticking out of your head. Well, there we go. Male candidates don't have to have charisma, Brad? Well, sometimes not, but nowadays. Anyway, I will say that's one thing for President Don. He does have charisma. in a way.
Oh, Rhonda. Rhonda is not holding back. Well, here's the thing, Rhonda. Yes, we do have to get
Well,
this
you have to say this out loud.
This POS, which you guys can work out what that is, out of office. And yes, of course we'll be voting for her. And she is strong and feisty. You're right. And she's a lady. And she's...
Kimberly says Trump is cool. She likes Trump. Lots of good things happened to her in his reign. So I definitely think there must be people like that, Kimberly Kimmy. Not just you. And so this show is for everyone. We don't want to be exclusive because I'm about to read a letter from my grandma. Are you ready?
Yeah, take it away.
This is from 1984. 1984. I would have been, it's February of 84, so I'm still 23.
Oh, cute. You would have been cute.
Yeah, I was just...
I just would want to come up and do this to you. Something like that?
I think if you saw me, that would be
23.
maybe your however old you are now self would want to do that.
Do that to you, 23. Yeah, I realized that was the wrong move when I did it.
If you time traveled back and saw me, you might think I was cute. But if you were there as a contemporary of mine, you might have thought, he's a nerdy weirdo. And where did he get those clothes? But I thought they looked great. And they did look great for the time. Anyway.
They did for the 80s. Are you kidding? You sort of had that David Byrne Stop Making Sense big suits look.
Yes, of course I did.
And the white ties. That sort of like, I'm somewhere in my suit. I'm somewhere inside here. It's very big and I'm in here somewhere.
1984.
Come and find me, ladies. Sorry, you take it away with the letter.
Received a letter from mother. She must mean my mother. And she said you were going to give your comedy skits at Reno and Lake Tahoe at some small clubs. I hope it was well received. I'm glad Susan, that's my sister Sue, is home. With so much unrest in Europe. She had been going to school in London. Talked to Grandma Jay, and she is taking 4 pills a day to feel better.
Oh, well, what?
4.
Yeah, 4, but what
How
are
many,
they?
How many are you taking?
Oh, I take way more than that.
Vitamins, yeah. I'm
on my supplements. I don't take any, get happy, change my,
she says she's taking
emotional chemistry.
4 pills a day to feel happy. Hasn't played cards for a while. They get Meals on Wheels, but still go out to eat sometimes. This is... we had a blizzard beginning Saturday evening, 10:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And vicious winds February 4th all night until middle of the afternoon, Sunday, February 5. Snow almost top of our lilac, and the back room was full. I guess the snow blows in. It's sort of a screened-in porch. So never had that much snow before. Charlotte cleaned 3/4 of a pail full of snow from between the 2 north windows upstairs. So that's between...
Yeah, but do you still call it a pail, or would you call it a bucket now? Or would it still be called a pail? That's so
pail
old
or
school.
A bucket, I would say. Either
Pail
one.
is,
But this is... She's saying that she took that snow from between the window and the storm window. It blew...
Wow.
It was not very good
that
storm
was
window.
A real storm. Yeah, bad storm window.
The man across from the elevator building has 4 fox furs in the second west field. 4 fox pens. He expects to sell the fur and
foxes, yuck.
And some pens at his sister's house in the country. We ate pancakes and sausage at the elevator February 7th, and it was good. That's the grain elevator.
And
the
it was
farmers
good.
bring their grain and put it in those big silos in the Midwest, and so it's kind of a social place. I guess they
and then
had
you
some
have pancakes.
Pancakes and sausage.
What a day! Sounds nice.
Think I have my income tax done, but haven't been to the attorney to have him fill it out. Charlotte made cookies Friday. Wish you had a taste. I do too.
Taste.
Those cookies would be pretty terrible now, though. The fog has been terrible the last few nights. February 12th, a little sunshine today. The young people served dinner today for $4. Ham, Coke, scalloped
corn. Ham, corn, scalloped potatoes, jello, and corn. More corn.
Yeah, double corn.
Jello with corn. Corn with jello. Delicious.
$80 is the camp price, and they want to earn enough to go to camp. I guess it's $80 a piece to go to camp. Can you imagine? Oh my God.
I have to tell you guys a recipe that my grandmother
I'd send you
used
to
make
camp
with jello.
the whole summer.
You'd send me to camp forever. You'd
hope-
get mad with me and it'd be off to camp.
Hope you're lucky with your comedy skits. Mrs. Shelton thinks Grandma is family. Grandma J is family. Okay. Maybe Lyle, that's my dad's brother, will be home before long.
Failing, not family, darling. Failing.
Oh, Grandma J is failing. Oh, that's not so good.
Yeah.
I liked my reading of it better.
Yeah, it's family. Sweeter. You've got a sweeter impulse.
Lots of love, Grandma. Just heard from Mother and said your comedy skits were well received. That was the PS on that one.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
that's
Very
good news.
sweet.
My mom's given me a good review. I don't think we'll read the letter from Charlotte, but she does talk again some more about the snow.
So
Usually the funny thing is like it's one letter and then a shorter version of the same letter, and which is not to say anything bad about Charlotte because her letters are awesome, as we found out last week.
yeah,
on their own.
a paraphrased version of Grandma's. So they ate corn in their Jello when I was a kid.
I don't think
grandmother.
the corn was in the Jello.
Okay, well, my grandmother used to make a
Okay.
thing with orange Jello, and she would grate carrot and chop up very finely red onion and put grated cheese in it. And then the whole thing would set, and it was absolutely revolting. And my grandmother thought we all loved it. And I mean, maybe one of the grandkids did. I thought it was just disgusting. And I was like, oh my God, don't make me eat that Jello with the onions and the cheese and the carrots and it. Yummy, yucky, very yucky. But it was sort of sweet that my grandmother made it and thought people liked it. And so she served it all the time. You know, she'd do a roast chicken. She'd do the Jello dish. She probably did really good potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jello is actually good for you because it does have that
Gelatin.
collagen in it. Gelatin, yeah.
Good for your
Rhonda's
knuckles.
asking if this is from '83 of These People Passed. Yes, Rhonda, these people have passed. They're long past. But they live on in these correspondence that I've saved of theirs. And then what else did I want to say? Oh, I wanted to tell you about my other grandmother used to make this dessert for Christmas that my dad and my uncle. Can you pay attention to me if you will?
Well, I just was reading.
No,
'cause
I know, yes,
Oh
of
no,
course.
you need me. He needs
I'm
a little
telling you
bit
a
of
story.
attention. I'm gonna give you some. Here I am. You've got my
Muchos gracias.
de nada.
So my dad's mother used to make this dessert that my dad and his brother Lyle would tease her about. They would act like they really loved it. Like, you gonna make the pineapple fluff again this year, Mom? Please make the pineapple fluff. Oh, yay, pineapple fluff. So she would make a crap ton of this pineapple fluff. And it was, I'm pretty sure it was lemon Jello with pineapples in it and cottage cheese. It was,
my God.
it was literally...
Revolting.
It was literally unbelievable. I
my
can't believe
God.
we could probably look up a
Cottage cheese.
recipe for it.
Wow. Pineapple fluff. Well, the fluff is quite good. Someone sent us a picture of someone eating corn. That's
It looks
funny.
like a bunny eating corn.
Is
Nice.
it a bunny or a cat? That's more cat. Bunnies don't have eyes like that.
Yeah.
We've got a bunny.
Yes. Cottage cheese. I do like some cottage cheese, Rick.
Yeah, he's
so
Jake
I've
is a
got-
big cottage cheese guy. I'm not a. Yeah, Jello and carrots. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Do you think that sounds okay? And then it took a nasty turn. It did take a nasty turn, didn't it? Yes.
I've got more gifts to open tomorrow.
Or you're not going to do any more gifts
Well,
today?
no, not today.
Yeah,
because
I mean,
we're trying to keep these shows, crisp and cracking.
Yes,
I
there's
feel
no
like we let
no
the side
mucking
down
about.
yesterday, but man, was that a hot Bible story today? If hot can be used to describe
What
it.
happened yesterday? Did we meander at the end?
Oh, I think we were okay. I just didn't have a clear plan going in. I was a bit distracted and sluggish, but I'm feeling good now.
Oh, I was having fun yesterday. I don't know what. Remember, we thought I was going to be just a bit of a dud, and then I got in here and I got some energy, and I remember that. So I talked a lot.
Well,
Don't stop talking. What was it? It was like the don't give up. There's plenty of time to give up later. Don't stop talking.
don't
There's plenty
stop
of
believing
time
in tomorrow.
to stop talking later.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
All
a
right.
very sweet way of shutting me up.
Let's quick take your temperature before.
Oh,
we go.
yes.
To the end
Yes,
of the
let's
show.
make sure that I'm not infecting anybody. Am I
Ooh,
infectious?
oh my! Hang on.
What? Oh. Is it high?
Yeah, don't move around.
Okay. Oh, he's a bit worried about me.
You're at 99.6 right now.
Oh, that, really? You're at 97.3. That means I've got a temperature.
Yeah, you do. You've got a temperature. Could you put your mask on, please?
Oh, my God. I have just been to the supermarket. Okay, I blame the co-op.
Well, or you're just hot. hot. You're super excited about your new shirt. All right.
That's pretty hot though. 99.6. That's a temperature.
It's probably the minimum amount of.
Okay, I'll just move. I'll just lean over here. I'll just lean. How about this? If I just do you feel safer now? I'm not quite 6 feet away, but I'm a little bit socially distanced. That's
okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you just turned that off or not.
Oh.
Anyway.
Did I? What the hell? What is wrong with this thing? Of course I didn't.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
It's coming back.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, he's very sweet. Now that I'm sick, now that I've something
now
could be terribly wrong.
This could be our last show.
I know. He's very sweetheart. It doesn't matter if you've turned off the computer. Normally I'd be so mad if you turned off the computer.
I am a bit.
But now if you're going to if you're going to succumb and have the I don't want to get sick because
I don't know about you guys, but I'm also concerned about our unborn child.
Oh, right, yeah. All the babies we've been making.
Yeah. Okay, Zig Ziglar. Today's Zig Ziglar, sales.
I'm not touching it. I'm just gonna lean.
Motivational sales expert extraordinaire.
I feel good. I don't feel like I'm sick.
You look good.
Yeah, thanks.
Time can be an ally or an enemy. What it becomes depends entirely on you, your goals, and your determination to use every available minute.
Well, have I used every available minute today?
I have to say, you nailed it today. I feel really good about what you've done, and I hope you feel as good about what I've done as I feel about what you've done. Where's the marriage right now?
Oh, well, even though I'm at I'd say it's at a 99.6.
I wish I could find the fun meter. Oh, the fun meter.
It's at a 99.6
maximum.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the temperature again just to see.
So I dropped off a gift for a 2020 high school graduate, so that felt good.
99.6. Yeah, great. Well, you probably contaminated them.
Oh.
I doubt it.
No, I was standing far apart. I rode over on my bike. I had a mask on the whole time.
I'm sure you're fine, but time will tell.
Okay, time will tell. Well, shall I go into...
Richard says the marriage is at a 9.8.
Oh, I said 99.6.
Yeah.
That's really high.
I feel pretty great about the marriage too.
Yeah.
Do you want a high five?
I'm sick. I've got a temperature. Yeah,
Good
you're
point.
coughing, and I've got a high temperature.
We'll see you all tomorrow. Don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. Tomorrow's hump day. Everybody, Cavaliers report.
And don't stop dropping, watts, because there'll be plenty of time to